What's up, guys? Today we're gonna be doing a DIY headlight restoration on a 2009 Nissan GTR. So get ready and check it out. Alright, so what you're looking at is a driver's side headlight. As you can tell, it has a lot of oxidization and a lot of grime and disgusting residue on it. So what we're gonna do is come in and restore the headlights. Okay, you start off masking off the edges of the headlight with any masking tape. I'm using 3M Scotch Blue masking tape to mask off the headlights. I'm starting on the carbon fiber hood and working my way around the headlights, so when you do go in and buff it, you don't scratch your paint job or scratch the hood or anything like that. Take your time on masking it, because prep work is gonna do real good for your end results. Alright, so what you want to do next is wet it with some water. Make sure that there's no rocks or grime or anything that's on the headlight still. Make sure it's nice and smooth. So you can come in with 1000 grit sandpaper, wet or dry by 3M. You want to start with 1000, or you could start with 800. Before you sand it, you may want to make sure that you want to wet that sandpaper. So all that residue that does build up is going to come off real easily with water. What you're going to do next, wet it a little bit more, come in, just start sanding in circles. Best way for the scratches not to show up. You want to make sure you don't want to press too heavy on it, so you get nice and smooth. You don't get deep scratches from it. Make sure you keep it wet. Next is coming with the 1500 grit. Same thing, go in circles. Make sure you keep it wet and moist. Make sure you get evenly sanded. Don't press down on it too hard. Make sure there's no other rocks or anything else is on there and you're sanding on a smooth surface. Alright, so after the sanding, your headlights should look a little bit hazy and foggy. You want to make sure that the surface is all smooth. You want to make sure there's no deep scratches still. If there is, you're going to go over it again with the 1000. Or you can move up to 1500 grit. Sand that nice and smooth. You know, wipe it down dry so we can get ready to put on rubbing compound. I'll show you the pad and then the rubbing compound. Want to make sure it's fully dry before you put on any compound or polish. Wipe it down nice and clean. Let it dry out for a few minutes. It should look pretty hazy like that. Next, we're using turtle wax rubbing compound. That's going to take out all the deep scratches. That's going to take that haziness and all that fogginess away. It's regular turtle wax you can get at O'Reilly's, Lotto Zone, or Advanced Auto Parts, Pet Boys, wherever you want to get it. Alright, so after you put on the rubbing compound, this is the secret sauce. It's white diamond. It says metal polish, but this works great on paint, plastic, metal. I mean, on anything. If you polish it, this works really good. It's like $8, $10 a bottle or something like that. So I mean, don't be cheap ass motherfuckers. So to put on the rubbing compound, you want to put just a little bit, about like a dime size on it. You don't want too much. You don't need that much. So that's about how much you need on it. Focus in. Alright, then you want to just rub it all around the whole headlight. Make sure you spread it evenly. And from there you could probably add a little bit more. You want to go gentle on it. Don't put like big ass globs. Rub it all around the headlight. Do good coverage on it. And this Chino apprentice over here learning, because he doesn't know how to buff out his headlight correctly, and it usually comes out like shit when he does it. So he's gonna be standing there learning how to polish headlights properly. Instead of that, just fucking put on the polishing compound and not sand it down, and then just polish it real fast and call it done. That's the wrong way to do it. That's how you get oxidization again, and that's how it's gonna get all foggy real fast. Do it the right way, or don't do it at all. Once you got that all on and you got good coverage on it, you want to start off real slow. Make sure you go around in even circles. That way you really get all the deep scratches, all the oxidization, all the fog. I mean, just from a few seconds you can see it clearing up nicely, so it doesn't take too much for it. You're going to finish it off with a polisher later, so it's going to be looking like glass. Right, so that's how it should look after you buff it out with the rubbing compound. It's looking
better, but you're gonna have to hit it with the polish to get it looking real shiny and smooth, to get that glass look. So that's what we're gonna do next. Alright, so what you want to do next is add on the white diamond. Same concept as a rubbing compound. You want to just add a tiny bit. What you're going to do is just smear it all around the headlight, just like the rubbing compound. Make sure you get good coverage. Spread it evenly. So you want to start off in a small section and just work your way up. Just start it. Make sure that you're actually polishing it correctly and you don't see no deep scratches. And it's actually getting a lot more clear and a lot more shiny, like that glass look. And just start from one section and keep on moving up. You want to use next is just a polishing pad. Just any polishing pad like this. And come in circles also. And you get a microfiber towel, just wipe it down. And there you go. So this is a comparison of how it looks after polished. All the haziness over here is gone. Haziness on the top is gone. Nice and clear. So this is a little comparison to this headlight yet that's not done. I don't know how well you can see that in the camera, but I have a bunch of oxidization, haziness all along the inner and the upper corner of the headlight. So this is how this headlight looks before it's polished, any rubbing compound, nothing. This one we haven't touched yet. Got haziness on the sides, both sides, top corner. See a little bit of scratches, focus. It's probably from the previous owner. Trying to do his own headlights, but did a pretty shitty job. Just gotta come back and fix his mistake. But that's this headlight, passenger side. And this is the driver's side. I mean, you don't have no haziness at all. Nice and clear. Oops, brand new.
No recoil. 4G autos, they don't sleep, boy. 20 murders in a week, boy. What that? I'm from the murder capital, no sleep, boy. I'm a rapper, but I'm different. I ain't tryna say I'm tough. keep that pistol every day, and don't you ever come out bluff. I live my whole life criminal, talking to a minimum. My nigga catch a case, I'm fighting you with him to the crib for a blood. Real shit, fuck a label when you got it out the mud. Gtr label. All these sensitive ass rappers need hugs. I ain't growing with you. I don't know you nigga. In my phone by that verse, look on you nigga. I ain't beefing on no Twitter, I go on niggas. I'ma make you be a gangster, bring the hoe out niggas. I'm bumping Slaughter Gang 21, back when I was 21. Drive by.
Alright, so we got the passenger side finish. As you can see, you can compare it to the earlier footage in the video. Compare it to now. No more oxidization inside, top, the other side. Everything is nice and clear now. Looks like glass. Looks a lot better in person. Camera probably just can't pick it up, but it needs to be wiped down a little bit more because it still has the polishing residue on it. There's a little bit on the sides there. As you can see, the rubber compound and the polished compound on the side, but I mean, you can just come in with a rag, work that out later.